Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and reward. When we engage in activities that promote these goals, our brains release dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Sugar, with its irresistible sweetness, has a profound impact on this system. Consuming sugary foods and drinks activates the reward pathway, leading to a surge of dopamine. This pleasurable response makes sugar so appealing and keeps us coming back for more. Imagine biting into a delicious slice of chocolate cake. The rich, sugary flavor explodes on your tongue, sending signals to your brain. Dopamine is released and you experience a wave of pleasure. This pleasurable sensation creates a positive association with the cake, making you crave it even more in the future. Sugar can hijack this system, leading to excessive consumption and potential health problems. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in motivation, reward, movement, and attention. Sugar consumption triggers a significant release of dopamine in the brain's reward pathway. In the past, finding and consuming calorie-rich foods like fruits and honey was essential for survival. However, in today's world, where sugary foods and drinks are readily available, this dopamine-driven reward system can become overstimulated. The constant bombardment of sugar can lead to a down-regulation of dopamine receptors, meaning that we need more and more sugar to achieve the same level of pleasure. This phenomenon, known as tolerance, is a hallmark of addiction. As we consume more sugar, our brains become less sensitive to its effects, leading to cravings and withdrawal symptoms when we try to cut back. This is why it can be so challenging to break free from the cycle of sugar cravings. The experience of taste is a complex interplay between our senses and our brains. When we eat, our taste buds detect different flavors, including sweetness, sourness, saltiness, bitterness, and umami. Sugar molecules bind to specific receptors on our taste buds, triggering a cascade of events that lead to the perception of sweetness. The signals from the taste buds travel to the brain, activating the reward pathway and triggering the release of dopamine. The brain also receives information from other senses, such as smell and texture, which contribute to the overall sensory experience of eating. For example, the aroma of freshly baked cookies can evoke feelings of anticipation and pleasure, enhancing the taste of the cookies themselves. This intricate process highlights the powerful connection between our senses and our brains, and how sugar can hijack this system to create cravings and overconsumption. Sugar is ubiquitous in the modern diet. It's found not only in obvious culprits like candy, cookies, and cakes, but also hidden in a wide range of processed foods, from bread and yogurt to salad dressings and sauces. Food manufacturers add sugar to their products for a variety of reasons. Sugar enhances flavor, improves texture, extends shelf life, and makes foods more appealing to consumers. However, this widespread use of sugar has contributed to a global epidemic of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases. The overabundance of sugar in our food environment has altered our taste preferences, making us accustomed to overly sweet flavors. To regain control of our sugar intake, it's essential to be mindful of the hidden sources of sugar in our food. The concept of sugar addiction is a complex and controversial one, and while sugar does not have the same addictive potential as drugs like cocaine or heroin, it can trigger similar changes in the brain's reward pathway, leading to cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and a loss of control over consumption. Studies have shown that sugar can activate the same brain regions and neurotransmitters involved in drug addiction. While more research is needed to fully understand the addictive potential of sugar, the evidence suggests that it can have a powerful impact on the brain, leading to behaviors and cravings that resemble those seen in substance use disorders. When we consume sugar, our bodies initiate a complex cascade of physiological responses to process and utilize this readily available source of energy. One of the key players in this process is insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas that regulates blood sugar levels. As sugar enters the bloodstream, the pancreas releases insulin, which helps transport glucose into cells to be used for energy. However, when we consume large amounts of sugar regularly, our cells can become resistant to insulin, leading to a condition called insulin resistance. insulin resistance disrupts the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels effectively, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes, a chronic condition characterized by high blood sugar. Furthermore, insulin resistance has been linked to a range of other health problems, including heart disease, stroke, and certain types of cancer. In addition to its effects on insulin, sugar consumption can also impact the gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that reside in our digestive tracts. Our innate preference for sweet tastes is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. For our ancestors who lived in environments where food was often scarce, seeking out and consuming calorie-rich foods like fruits and honey was essential for survival. Sweetness was a reliable indicator of calorie density, signaling a valuable source of energy. However, in today's world, where sugary foods and drinks are readily available and often heavily processed, this once beneficial adaptation has become a liability. Our brains are still wired to crave sweetness, but the overabundance of sugar in the modern diet has led to excessive consumption and a range of health problems. By recognizing that our brains are hardwired to seek out and enjoy sweetness, we can consciously choose to satisfy this craving with healthier options like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which provide natural sweetness along with essential nutrients and fiber.